From Bishop Watterson High School in Columbus, welcome to season number 3 of the Bishop Watterson Sports Network, produced by PAB Sports. We're so pleased you're with us on this Saturday as we kick off the 2025-2026 school year here at BWHS, featuring girls volleyball as the Watterson Eagles play host to the Ursuline Academy Lions. It's a new era for Bishop Watterson Volleyball. First year, head coach Kevin Schmalzreid takes the reins, and he inherits a program which went 21-8 a season ago. It made its third state semifinal appearance in the last 5 seasons. And today's opponent, Ursuline Academy, defeated Watterson twice last season, not only in the season opener, but in that state semifinal in Dayton on November the 7th. So Watterson opening a new era under Kevin Schmalzreid, who spent the last 2 seasons coaching at Dublin Jerome as an assistant under head coach Andrea Balin. And here today, a new era, new beginnings, as we are also kicking off our YouTube live channel. We're so pleased that you're with us today. Our telecast this season will be presented by Crawford Hoying. We really appreciate Bob Hoying stepping up to the floor. We have 14 regular season Watterson volleyball matches, of course, the varsity team. We'll also cover the Eagles in the playoffs. We're so excited to bring you season 3 of the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. What a season a year ago for the Eagles, finishing 21-8. They won the CCL going 4-0. They were Region 11 champions. Watterson ended the season winning 9 of its last 10 matches and 15 of 18. But from that team, they graduated 7 seniors who played heavy duty in that one. And as the players are being introduced, we'll pause for just a moment. Teams are ready for volleyball here. Eagles come in dressed in their traditional gold jerseys with the black shorts, white trim, burgundy letters and numerals, or cardinal red if you will. Ursuline in the traveling white jerseys with the green letters and numerals, black shorts. Game number 1 of the Kevin Schmalzreid era. We talked to Kevin earlier this week. He's excited to get going. First real match. Kevin dressed dapperly today in his first match. Hands on hips in front of the Eagles bench on the near side right. Ursuline Academy station near side left. The 2025-2026 Eagles sports schedule on BWSN about to be underway. New beginnings abound, not just for the Eagles and their new head coach, but also for the Bishop Watterson Sports Network as we are on YouTube Live. And to commence the season, it's Kelsey Green, the sophomore setter for Ursuline, serving left to right in this first set. And a dive there in the back row for the Eagles, nicely by Riley Goad. Eagles play it over. Jillian Forrest, the big swing. We have a whistle at the net and an infraction on Watterson. So the initial point this year goes to Ursuline, the guests, out of the northern Cincinnati suburb of Blue Ash. Last season, Ursuline went 21-7. State runner-up in Division III. They fell to Gilmore Academy in 4 sets. And the Eagles now, Iglitas, and she tomahawks one just past the baseline long. Yana Iglitas, sophomore outside hitter, with a hitting error there. And it's 2-0 Ursuline here in the first set. Of course, the teams played a 25. You need to win by 2. The team that wins 3 of the 5 sets wins the match. And there's a service error on Kelsey Green. So the Eagles garner their 4th point of this 2025 season. They will serve. Layla Hoying will check in to serve. Layla, the senior, all-state performer, headed to Ohio State. She's been hampered by a left leg injury, which limited her in the scrimmages to only playing back row. She will do so today as well. And Layla with a service error. And that's a point and a side out for the Lions, who now lead 3-1 in set number 1. Just underway from Bishop Watterson High School, Madison Moyne trots in to serve. Moyne, a senior out of Mason, Ohio at 5'4". She's a southpaw. She guides it across down the interior. And at the net, there's a joust, and Jillian Forrest, the outstanding junior middle hitter, taps it down for Ursuline. Forrest, a junior, just committed to play college volleyball at the University of Washington. Tremendous player, and she gets a point, a kill. 4-1 your score now. Eagles trail. And here's the tip of the net by Yana. Lions defense is there. Big swing on the far pin and a cross-court shot which drifts in. Valeria Diaz Betancourt, the senior outside hitter at 5'9", and her first varsity match gets a kill. And she expands the lead to 4 now for Ursuline, 5-1. And again, it's Moyne. That one hit the tape, but played well by Maddie Lane. Set in the middle, tipped over by Iglesias. Back set, Anna Bierman tips it over. There's Ashley Moreland, the libero, and a big swat at the net and a kill. Molly Johnson sizzles one, ring it up. And that's a point Watterson. 2 serving 5 now. Drifting back to serve, Molly Johnson. As checking out is Ashley Moreland. Molly Johnson's in there with Layla Hoying and Ava Picken in the back. Maddie Lane up front with Yana Iglesias, along with Kelsey Rui. And the Eagles have it. Here's contact 2 and 3 coming up. Maddie Lane times her swing well. Cross court in the front. Lions played over on 3. Here's Iglesias. Free ball on its way for the Lions. In the middle, the setter. Kelsey Green sets it up, and Jillian Forrest converts. Smacking one deep in the back row. In. Point for Ursuline. And the Lions on the road lead 6-2 in the infancy of this match. In set number 1, it's Jillian Forrest wearing pink shoes in her service routine. Forrest smacks it. Maddie Lane passes. There's Ava Picken setting middle. Return to Maddie Lane, who's blocked. Lane, though, recovers. Eagles with a chance here. Iglesias blocked, but there's Layla Hoying to save it. It's pushed over by Rui. Ursuline. Dig there by Hoying. And Maddie Lane off the block and down. Maddie Lane, a little undersized at 5'6", but sees the outside on the left on her strong side, and she converts with the kill. The sophomore. As Ava Picken comes out, Maeve Boyle will spell her at the front setter. So today, at least early on, Kevin Schmalzreid told me he's going with a 5-2 system, meaning that they'll have a back setter, that's Ava Picken, and then Maeve Boyle will be the front setter. And Yana Iglesias, I knew I was going to do that. Yana with the service error, the sophomore. And that's a point for Ursuline, who leads 7-3 here in set 1. Anna Bierman, senior hitter, back to serve it. Jump serve. It's a bullet. Ashley Moreland with the first contact. There's Maddie on 3. Manages to hit it over. Kelsey Green, back set. Big swing in the middle by the sophomore Willow Smith, and she gets the ball to ricochet off the Eagle defenders and down. Willow Smith, middle hitter at 6 feet out of Mason, a highly touted sophomore in her first varsity match, gets the kill, and she propels Ursuline to an 8-3 advantage. Anna Bierman again to serve. Hoying passes to the front, Maeve Boyle sets, and there's Maddie Lane, smoking a kill. Point and a side out for Watterson. Eagles trailing 8-4. Eagles sub in as Layla Hoying files out. Coming in, Riley Goad. Goad will also spend some time at outside hitter. Here's Maddie Lane to serve, the sophomore. Down the far seam of the floor. Kelsey Green back set. There's Willow Smith on the slide play. And that contact sails just past the baseline. It's out. Hitting error on Willow Smith. Point Watterson. And continuing her service sequence is Maddie Lane. Maddie out of Lewis Center. Attended St. Andrew for her feeder school. Last year she was the regular libero for the JV team. And a service ace, the first of the season for the Eagles, off the right mitt of Maddie Lane. Maddie, a student ambassador here at Watterson. She played her club volleyball at Mintonette M51 this past offseason. She's ready, 6 serving 8. It's in, just clearing the tape. Green setting far side, roll shot over by Betancourt. Back row attack, Maddie, big swing. Dug there by the Lions. Kelsey Green on the slide play. Willow Smith cranks it up from the right pin and gets a cross-court winner for Ursuline. Point for the Lions. It's Ursuline 9, Bishop Watterson 6 here in set 1. We play best of 5. Match number 1 of the season. So pleased to have you along on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network, our brand new YouTube live channel, and a service error for the Lions. Unable to clear the tape was Valeria Diaz Betancourt. Service error, point Watterson. And here's the libero, Ashley Moreland, the senior. Back to serve. She serves flat-footed. High trajectory serve is good. Kelsey Green sets the middle. Willow Smith, the big swing. Ashley Moreland, the big, but an overpass. Chance for the Lions here. They're in system. Anna Bierman, back row attack. That one drifts long. And the Eagles pull to within 1. It's 9-8. We saw some thrilling volleyball earlier today in the JV match. Watterson, in a heart-palpitating match, won 2-0 as Ashley Moreland puts it in play again. And in the middle, Willow Smith thumps a kill. That one with emphasis. Point for Ursuline. 10-8. The Lions have led throughout this first set. Watterson just now got to within 1, but now it's a 2-point advantage for Ursuline as it's Willow Smith fading back to serve. She's a jump server. That one, low trajectory bullet, and that's in. Service ace for the sophomore Willow Smith. Her mother played on Ursuline's 1993 state title team. And Willow continuing the legacy at Ursuline. Just a sophomore, highly touted player. And a hard serve to the back. Popped up by Riley Goad. Maddie Lane back to Riley, who hits it over. But there defensively, the Lions, Anna Bierman, back row attack in the middle. Eagles there, they reply. And Yana Iglesias getting the kill deep in the back row. Nice swing by Yana on the right edge. And she gives the Eagles a point and a side out. Sauntering back in to serve, Ava Pickin. Coming out, Maeve Boyle. Again, the Eagles employ 2 setters early on today. Setter back, Ava Pickin. Guides it in play. Just long. As it drifts past the baseline, that's a service error. And a point for Ursuline. 12-9 your score, the Lions, here in set number 1. And Kelsey Green taking over as the setter. The sophomore will serve for head coach Allie Butcher and the Lions. She serves flat-footed, strokes it in play. Riley passes to the front, tough chance. The Eagles do clear with Iglesias. And then Ursuline can't handle the reply. Point Eagles. They get a side out. And Layla Hoang will come in to serve. Again, if you're just tuning in, Layla only relegated to back row duty due to a lower body injury to her left leg. She sustained at Nationals in Dallas recently at the end of their club season. And Layla with a service error, her second in the match. Wonder if that leg is bothering her. That's a point for Ursuline. Lions will serve leading 13-10 in this opening set. And it's Madison Moyne, the senior from Mason, Ohio at 5'4", who served at 84.4% last year. Knuckleball serve. Layla hoisting the set near side. It's Maddie Lane. Dug in the back. Dumped over on 2. In the middle by Kelsey Green. Good deep by Green. She gets the kill. And a point for Ursuline. 14 serving 10. Lions in front. Set 1. Madison Moyne again, who played at 17 blue at Tri-State Elite for her club. Eagles scrambling. And they can't reply. Service ace for Moyne. Timeout Watterson and Kevin Schmalzreid. Timeout on the floor. The score 15-10 in favor of Ursuline. Today's Watterson Eagles volleyball match is presented on BWSN YouTube Live by Crawford Hoying. Address, a Crawford Hoying sales agency, is dedicated to buying and selling homes in Central Ohio. At Address, a skilled team of real estate agents and home experts do the work for each client, making the experience of selling or buying a home happen sooner with less stress by sharing unparalleled resources and diverse expertise. To learn more about Address, visit addresscrawfordhoying.com. All right, first time out of the season, Kevin Schmalzreid, the first-year head coach. So nice to meet Kevin. He had 3 scrimmages to get ready for the season, but he's still getting to know his players. He spent the last 2 seasons as an assistant at Dublin Jerome High School. And he takes the reins here as Stephanie Griship departed after 8 successful seasons. After the timeout, continuing her service sequence, Madison Moyne. Here's a set at the net by the Eagles picking. Hit over by Watterson. And then off the block, Anna Bierman on the near pin. Smashes a kill. Point Lions. They're on a bit of a run here. Leading 16-10. They've not trailed in this first set. And again, it's Madison Moyd, the southpaw. Side-winding serve. Pass by Maddie to Ava. Return set to Maddie. Maddie off the block. And it deflects out. Maddie Lane, the kill. Point Watterson, they trail by 5. Back to serve for the Eagles is Molly Johnson, senior, out of the Clintonville area. She attended Immaculate Conception for her feeder school. She'll serve on the left side of the service line. Middle hitter puts it in play with authority. And in service ace! Unable to dig in the back row center, Madison Moyne as she crouched down. And Molly Johnson registers the point for Bishop Watterson. Eagles down by 4 now at 16-12. Watterson 21-8 overall a season ago. Region 11 champions. Made their 3rd state tournament appearance in the last 5 seasons. And Jillian Force in the middle with the big swing on 3. Eagles there defensively. Maddie Lane tries to tool the block, but it hits the antenna and it's out on the near pin. And that's a point for Ursuline. 17-12. New beginnings today as Kevin Schmalzreid begins as the head coach. We begin our 2025-26 season on BWSN. We also debut the YouTube live channel. It's exciting to be here today. And that's served by Jillian Force. Sails long. That's a service error. Point Watterson. Eagles hanging around in the first set. Down 17-13. And it's Yana Iglitas back to serve for Bishop Watterson. Yana hammers it, but into the net. Yana's older sister, Maya, a former Eagle volleyball player, graduated in 2024. Her last season was 2023. Maya spent 1 year playing volleyball at Toledo. She's transferred to Ohio State to focus on nursing. Anna Bierman to serve. Ashley Moreland passes. Mae Boyle, the athletic set. Tipped over there by Maddie. And unable to reply, Anna Bierman. It's out. And Watterson gets a badly needed point. It'll be 14 serving 18. And it's the sophomore Maddie Lane, whose older sister Olivia's on the team. Olivia's senior now. Maddie a sophomore. Maddie in her routine. Hammers it. Arches over. Kelsey Green bump set. Pushed over on the far side by Betancourt. Here's Riley Goad. Near left edge. Played by the Lions. They reply on 3. Mae Boyle hoisting the set near side. Tipped by Goad. Off the block. It pinballs around. And it's just going to be rolled over flat-footed by the Libro Higgins. Look at this. Anna Bierman on 3. Maddie passes. Mae back set. And Yana winds up, but into the net. That's a point for Ursuline. Changes for the Eagles. As we're getting to the late part of set number 1, 19-14 the Lions. And filing in for Watterson is the aforementioned Olivia Lane, playing in the back row along with Ashley Moreland and Maddie Lane. Mae Boyle on 2, dumps it over left-handed. Yes! She fooled him there. Mae Boyle, the sophomore. She has a bright future. Of course, her older brother, Pete, senior left tackle on the football team, 3-year starter, headed to Iowa State. Saw Big Pete last night at the scrimmage in Sheridan. He was in good spirits, ready for the season. Ashley Moreland serves it here at 15, serving 19. Riley on 3, off the block. It is still alive and pushed over by Willow Smith. Eagles now on 3. Molly Johnson, the middle hitter, tips it over. But there are the Lions defensively. Anna Bierman tomahawks it over. Nice dig by Ashley. Riley Goad winds it up near pin. And on 3, it's hit long, but was it tipped? Let's see. Hold on. Yes. Point for the Lions. It's 20-15 now, Ursuline Academy. We have a packed house today here at the high school. The atmosphere is raucous. The opening match of the season. And Willow Smith puts it in play. Olivia passes to the front. Here's Riley. Blocked. Ashley's there defensively. Eagles repel with Riley. Now Ursuline with a chance. They're in system. on three. Big swing on the outside by Radishevsky. Eagles hit it over now. Again, Radishevsky, far left edge, and she whacks it long. Allie Butcher, the head coach, up off the bench for Ursuline. She thought it was tipped, but no. Incidentally, our officials today, the R1 up on the chair on the far side is Shane White. And on the floor, on the near side, the R2, Caitlin Ellenfield. Eagles have control. Back to serve is Ava Picken, the senior setter. Kelsey Green sets far side. Nina Radishevsky, the sophomore, off the block, gets the kill. Point Lions. 21 serving 16 now in favor of Ursuline. Nina Radishevsky with a kill there. Her older sister, Lindy, a 3-year letter winner for Ursuline, graduated last year. She's playing college volleyball at Miami. In fact, Ursuline Academy is similar to Watterson this year in that there was massive graduation loss, heavy turnover to the varsity roster. They lost 8 regular players off last season's state runner-up team, including 4 players a season ago who are now playing Division I volleyball. Outside hitter Katie Gillis is at Florida Gulf Coast. Remember their setter Addie Franz, now at Western Georgia. Lindy Radishevsky, as mentioned, at Miami. And then Rainey Weidman is at Central Michigan. Eagles, of course, sustaining heavy graduation losses, losing 7 seniors. 6 of them played regular minutes last year, a regular time. So these teams kind of starting over from scratch. Usually before the match, we give you the tail of the tape talking about team stats, but because these teams have so much turnover from a year ago, it's really not germane to give you stats from a year ago. There's so many fresh faces out there, and that's kind of exciting to see. After the timeout, Kelsey Green, the setter, serving for Ursuline, and on 3, it's Yana Iglesias with a big windup, and she smokes a kill. Yana, the sophomore. She played a few games as a varsity player a year ago, gave her a little taste. She's 6'1", went to IC, and now Layla Hoying puts it in play, the all-state performer. Jillian Forrest on 3, with emphasis, pounds a kill. Jillian Forrest, only a junior, so talented. Mentioned she's headed to the University of Washington. Prep Dig, the high school volleyball outlet, says that she's the number 3 player in the junior class this year in the state of Ohio. Ursuline gets a point. They lead 22-17. Madison Moyne serves. Maddie Lane passes. It's Ava Picken. The reverse bump set on the far pin. Iglesias. Oh, yes. Bullseye. Yana with the kill. Watterson a point. They draw to within 4. It's the Lions 22, your Eagles 18. We're in set number 1. Long way to go in this one, as it's match number 1 of the season and in the Kevin Schmalzreid era. Molly Johnson, knuckleball serve. Green setting far side, and there is Valeria Diaz Betancourt. She gets a cross-court winner. Point for the Lions as they draw closer to claiming set 1. It's 23-18 now. Jillian Forrest will serve. Forrest smacks it. Maddie Lane passes to the front. Ava, bump set. Yana, dug. Tipped over on 2 by Betancourt. Here's Yana. Nice dig in the back by Forrest, who applauds herself. Standing flat-footed, a hitting error on Willow Smith, the sophomore, as she shanked it. Just trying to get a clear on 3, but it went awry, and that's a point Bishop Watterson. Eagles down by 4 at 23-19. In the serve is Olivia Lane. She was one of the Eagles' best servers last year at 98% accuracy. Olivia pumps it in play. In system, the Lions, though. Willow Smith hits it over. Eagles scrambling defensively. It'll be cleared on 3 by Maddie near side. Green back set. Anna Bierman winds it up. And we have a whistle at the net. And a violation on Watterson. That's a point for the Lions. They draw to set point here. Set point number 1 in set 1. Lions in front, 24-19. Anna Bierman ready to go. Bierman, the senior. Ashley passes up front. Maeve setting Maddie, and that one goes askew. And that's it for the first set as the visitors from Ursuline Academy. Win it 25-19. Ursuline never trailed in that first set. Welcome to Watterson Volleyball. If you're just tuning in on YouTube Live, our debut of our YouTube Live channel. This is the first of 14 regular season matches this year that we'll bring you. We'll also bring you the playoffs. And of course, this is our first YouTube event. So as we go on, we'll enhance the product. We're just getting going. We're fledgling right now. We're excited about it. Thanks to Crawford Hoying for stepping up as our sponsor. We really appreciate it. Eagles football is next, coming up after volleyball. Of course, volleyball will play here Tuesday night against Grove City. We'll have that one for you. Eagles football kicks off Friday at Ohio Dominican, a huge game against Big Walnut. We'll have that one on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. We'll have a simulcast. It'll be video available for that game along with our radio call on our Mixler channel. Go to the school's social media for events on that.
You can chat.
And if you want to send us a chat on the YouTube Live, if you're on with us, feel free to drop us a line. This is great. We're excited to bring you this. We want to thank, again, Crawford Hoying for sponsoring us. Ursuline Academy is the opponent today. They are one of the most storied programs in Ohio volleyball history. They've won 8 state championships. That's second most all time. Their league rival in the Greater Catholic League in Cincinnati, Mount Notre Dame, leads all time with 10 titles. But again, the Lions have won 8. Last year was their 16th state tournament appearance. They were Division III state runner-up to Gilmore Academy. The Lions did beat Watterson in 3 sets in the state semifinal to advance to that title game. Championship seasons for the Lions, 1975, 1993, 2002, 09, 2012, back-to-back in 17 and 18, and in 2022. Watterson and Ursuline meeting for the 15th time in varsity competition all-time. And the Eagles have yet to solve the Lions. Watterson still winless against Ursuline Academy, looking to make history here today as head coach Kevin Schmalzreid debuts. Kevin and his staff, his assistant coaches this year, Kaylee Fucci, Caden Murphy, and Aubrey Geis. New staff, head coach Stephanie Grisham resigned after last season. She moved to Virginia. In her 8 seasons here, her record was 151-61. Coach Grisham won 7 consecutive district titles from 2018 to 2024. And she made 3 state Final Four appearances as head coach in 2020, 2022, and last season. So big shoes to fill for Kevin Schmalzreid. But he's a highly acclaimed coach coming in at the club level. He played college volleyball at Lindenwood in St. Louis, Missouri. He's a setter. He's played some men's professional. As the Eagles continue to be stationed to the side of the court on our right, Ursuline on our left, and to serve to start this set is Ava Pickin, the setter. Eagles have a chance here as the second set is underway. Riley Goat on 3, pushes it over. Radishevsky, the sophomore, nails one just long as she went cross court trying to go to the coffin corner, but that one just past the corner line there. And Watterson on the board first. Their first lead in the match. 1-0 here in set 2. It's Ava Pickin again, the senior setter. Overpass. Joust at the net. Smacked over by Goad. Radishevsky. Again, a hitting error as she drills one long. Eagles out quickly here in set 2. On top 2-0. In the first set, it was Ursuline 25, Watterson 19. So the Eagles have to play catch-up today here in the season opener at home. It's Green setting the middle. Jillian Forrest, Doug. Eagles keep it alive. Ava Pickin on 3, nails it over. Here's Radishevsky. What a dig by Ashley. Ava back setting, and Yana puts it away. How about that by the Eagles? The fans go crazy. Great defense by Bishop Watterson as they resurrect that rally, and they get the point. They lead 3-0. Ava Pickin again. And a service ace, Ava Pickin. 4-0 Watterson here in set 2. Ava out of Worthington. Attended St. Andrew before Watterson. She's 5'6". Last season, she was in action in the season opener at Ursuline. She parceled out 21 assists at setter back. Remember, last year's senior setter Emma Cloran was out for the first few matches of the year, and Ava stepped in very well. And then after her last service, we have a violation on Watterson. And finally, Ursuline on the board in the second set. Lions trail 4-1 to the Eagles as Kelsey Green, the 5'8" sophomore out of Mason, Ohio. That's where Kings Island's at. Serves flat-footed. That one carries to Maddie. Maddie passing to Ava, setting in the middle. Molly Johnson gets the kill on the interior. And here comes Layla Hoying into the fray. She'll serve as Riley Go departs. So it's Layla Hoying serving, Ava Pickin, and Ashley Moreland in the back. Up front, Yana Iglitas, Molly Johnson, and Maddie Lane. Layla gets it in play. Jillian Forrest blocked by Molly Johnson, but it goes out. Good presence in the middle by Molly, but unfortunately that hard smash off the right mitt of Jillian Forrest deflects out of play on the far side. And that's a point for Ursuline. Filing in to serve is Madison Moyne. 5'4" senior. She's out of Mason. Southpaw strikes it in play. Clean pass by Maddie. Eagles in system. On the back set to Ava. Yana, she's defended though. Rolled over by the Lions. Yana with the cross-court smash. Kill for Yana Iglitas. Eagles with the point. They lead by 4, 6-2. Rui back in for Watterson. Ashley Moreland comes out. Molly Johnson serves. Molly, the sidewinder, just clearing the tape. Out of system, the Lions. Free ball, Watterson. Molly passes. Ava, the scrambling set. And Maddie on the left sideline can't clear. That's a point and a side out for the Lions, who trail 6-3. Jillian Forrest will serve it. Jillian in her routine. Smacks it down the near seam of the floor. On three, it's Yana off the block. Trying to keep it alive, the Lions, and they can't. Well, miscommunication there. They could have had a third attempt, but no. Eagles get it. Yana making her presence felt on the pins today. 7-3 now, the Eagles, and it is Yana to serve. Yana's ready. 6 feet 1 inches tall. Jump serve. And a little too much steam on that one as it travels past the baseline for a service error. That's a point for the Lions. 4 serving 7. Anna Bierman, outside hitter. Also can play some middle. Just clears the tape. A sprawling effort by Ashley, the libero. But that one goes askew on the far side. That's a point for the Lions and a service ace for Anna Bierman, 5'9" senior, who had 116 kills a season ago. Layla will just have to play it over on 3. Free ball for the Lions. Green setting far side. On approach and a big kill for Valeria Diaz-Betancourt. That one with some vigor. And the guests have drawn to within 1 now. It's 7-6. So the last few points have gone the way of Ursuline. Anna Bierman again. 3rd consecutive serve. Ashley down to the floor to get it. Joust at the net, and it's pushed over off the block by Kelsey Rui, the 5'10" junior from Hilliard, the only junior on the varsity team. Eagles have a bevy of seniors and sophomores, but just 1 junior. Point for the Eagles. They're down 8-6, and it's Maddie Lane just clearing the tape. Green setting far side. Played over by Betancourt, and the Eagles can't reply. And a point for the Lions. They again crawl to within 1. It's Watterson 8, Ursuline 7 in the second set. Ursuline took the first set, winning 25-19. Valeria Diaz-Betancourt serves it. High trajectory floater. Ashley passes to the front. Maeve, Eagles in system. Back row attack by Iglitas. Doug. And then Willow Smith smacking one in the middle. Big swing off the defense. It deflects out of play. And we're deadlocked at 8 here in the second set. Ursuline can take its first lead here in set 2. They took the first set, winning by 6. And to serve it, Valeria Diaz-Betancourt. Her first varsity match. Riley Goad passes. Eagles scrambling a bit. Here's Riley off the feed from Maeve. Lions will reply here on 3. Ashley passes. Maeve hoisting the set near side. Riley times her leap well. There defensively to the Lions. Willow Smith hammers one, and it was touched by the Eagles. And it looked like it went long, but the Eagles deflected it. And so now, pulling into the lead for the first time in the second set, Ursuline. They forged to the lead at 9-8. And serving is Diaz-Betancourt yet again, but this time into the heart of the net. That's a service error. A point and a side out for Watterson. It'll be Ashley Moreland to serve it. Ashley, now a senior out of Dublin. 3-year starter in the back row. Served at 95.2% a year ago. Tie for the team lead with 52 service aces with the now departed McKenna Glenn. On the far side, Radoszewski, Doug. Eagles, Goad on 3, out the block! As she pierces it, she puts it down. Riley Goad, the senior. Normally a back row player for Watterson, but pressed into duty on the outside, on the near edge. With alacrity, she gets the kill. And here's Ashley again. Eagles back in front, 10-9. Kind of a floating serve there. In the middle, Willow Smith. Set up well by Green on the quick set. And Willow Smith thumps a kill. We're tied at 10. Eagles trail in the match 1-0. It's best 3 out of 5. We played at 25. Teams need to win by 2. If it goes to a decisive 5th set, they played a 15. You still need to win by 2. Here's a serve by Willow Smith. Pass to the front by Maddie. Reverse back set Maeve. And there's Yana Iglidas smacking a kill off the defense. Yana Iglidas with a big swing there. And back into the game here in set 2 to serve is Ava Pickin. Ava in the back with Maddie and Ashley. Up front, Riley, Molly, and Yana. Serves in play. Radoszewski tips it over. Nice sprawling effort there by Ava. Back row attack by Betancourt. Eagles have it, and then a whistle at the net. We have action and a violation on Watterson. Point Ursuline. Set 2 is square at 11. Ursuline leads the match 1-0. Fading back to serve, Kelsey Green, sophomore setter. Taking over for the departed Addie Franz. The quarterback of the club, Green puts it in play. Here's Ava launching the set near side. Yana blocked, but it's out. Yana with the kill off the block. Eagles get the point. They reclaim the lead 12-11. As we seesaw a bit here in set 2. Layla to serve it. Strokes it in. Green quick set. Forrest in the middle. Eagles scrambling. Nice effort by Ava to sprawl to the floor, but she couldn't rescue it. And a kill for Forrest and a point Ursuline. In the serve for the Lions is Madison Moyne. As she'll fade back. Score tied at 12 in set 2. Moyne taking her time. She's a southpaw. Down the heart of the floor. Ashley, Ava, reverse back set, far pin! And Iglidas again cashes in. Whacking another kill. Eagles 13, Lions 12. Yana Iglidas. Just a sophomore. Last year in 5 varsity matches, she had 11 kills. She's going to be highly dependent on this year. And Layla serves an ace! I'm sorry, Molly. Beg your pardon, Molly with the ace. Molly Johnson, senior out of Clintonville. 49 kills last year. 50 blocks. 3rd best on the team last year. Big swing. There's Layla passing. Setting Ava. Big swing, Maddie. Off the block, and she gets the kill. Tipped at the net. Off the defense. Watterson now expands the lead to 3. Their biggest lead in a while. 15-12. Molly Johnson continues her service sequence here. She's joined by Layla and Ava in the back. Maddie Kelsey and Yana up front, and that one drifting just long. Service error on Molly Johnson. She garnered a couple points for Bishop Watterson. As Ashley Moreland, the senior, back in. Of course, her twin sisters, 1 year older, Chloe and Macy, have departed. Macy's at Kent State, and Chloe's playing volleyball in Florida. As a free ball is here for Watterson. Ashley passes to the front. Ava, reverse back set. Yana, Doug. Here's Green setting for Ursuline. To the far pin. Diaz Betancourt gets the kill off the block. Ursuline creeps to within one. 15-14 here in the second set. The Lions took set one, 25-19. And now Jillian Forrest, future Washington Husky, strikes it in play. No rotation on that serve. Ava setting near side. Maddie! Jillian Forrest with the dig in the back. Green setting far side, tipped over. Eagles in control. Yana on that far pin. Green with an acrobatic set, tipped over by Bierman, but there's Ashley Moreland streaking to the front row to rescue it. What a rally here by the teams. Anna Bierman winds up. And long! And that protracted point goes the way of Watterson. And the Eagles up by 2, 16-14. Ava Picken files out. Maeve Boyle will now quarterback the offense. Yana Iglesias comes out as well. Olivia Lane in the serve for Bishop Watterson. Olivia only had 4 service errors last season and 198 service attempts. That one, per usual, across and good. And a Bierman into the net. Hitting error, point Watterson. Eagles extend the lead to 3, 17-14. Need to take this set. They can't fall behind 2-0. It's opening day here at the high school. So glad to have you along on YouTube Live on BWSN. Serves across and good by Olivia. Kelsey Green sets the middle. Willow Smith, the big swing. Valiant effort by Ashley in the back row center, but she could not dig it. And that's a kill for Smith and a point for Ursuline. 17-15. Anna Bierman drifting back to serve. Bierman also a swimmer for the Lions. Ashley Moreland passes. Maeve setting near side. Maddie gets the kill at 5-6. Boy, what a volleyball player. She can do it all. So versatile. She's pressed into duty as a hitter, but she's also a libero and a defensive specialist and an excellent server like her older sister. Layla Hoying comes out. Maddie to serve it. Maddie pumps it to the back row. Green, quick set in the middle. Willow Smith is blocked! Oh! Woof! Woof! It's Kelsey Rui, the junior, and Watterson with momentum. Sensing that timeout, head coach Allie Busher and the Lions. It's 19-15. The gals from 99 East Cook Road leading here in set 2. In set 1, it was Ursuline taking it 25-19. Lions did not trail in that first set. Teams met twice last season. They opened up the season on August the 17th at Ursuline Academy in Blue Ash in the northern Cincinnati suburbs. The Lions won a competitive 4-set match, 3-1. The scores were 25-20 in favor of the Lions. 25-21 the Eagles, but then the Lions won the final 2 sets of the match, 25-23 and 25-19. That third set was very controversial. A lot of calls went against Watterson. Some calls were reversed. 25-23, that was really pivotal in that match. And then the teams met ending the season, so they bracketed the season schedule last year. They met in the opener at Ursuline, won by the Lions in 4 sets, and then the Lions swept the Eagles in the Division III state semifinal. So it's payback time for Watterson, although these two teams are very new as far as their regular players from a season ago. Each team with heavy graduation losses. Back to live action, it's 19-15. Here's a set by the libero to the far side. Eagles scrambling, and they can't recuperate. Point for the Lions, a badly needed one after the timeout. So the timeout taken by Allie Butcher appears to have paid dividends. And now the Lions to serve it. Back to serve as Valeria Diaz Betancourt, a senior. 16 serving 19. And, that one hits the top of the tape. Pinballs around. What a break for the Lions. Well, better to be lucky and good on that point. Service ace for Betancourt as it barely cleared the tape. Watterson not ready in that for that ricochet there, and that's a point now for the Lions. Timeout on the floor, Watterson. 19-17, the Eagles lead. How about Bishop Watterson last year? What a run it was at the end of the year. A sparkling finish to the season. Eagles winning 9 of their last 10 matches. They won 15 of their last 18 matches. They won their 7th consecutive district title. They won the regional title for the 3rd time in 5 seasons, making a state Final Four appearance. A lot of talent off last year's team gone. Talked about the Moreland twins earlier. Chloe and Macy, each playing college volleyball. McKenna Glenn, the backbone of the defense at Libro. Jesse Musselman gone from a year ago. How about Izzy Thomas in the middle? And don't forget the heart and soul of the team, setter Emma Cloran. So, a lot of fresh faces out there, a lot of talent on this team for the Eagles. It's going to be a fun year. We're so glad that you're going to be with us on our new YouTube Live channel. Eagles now will have to snap it over on 3. There's the block, though, but the Eagles retort. And in the middle, Willow Smith, whistle, and a violation on Watterson. Point for the Lions. And the Lions have drawn to within 1 now. It's Watterson 19, Ursuline 18. Ursuline leads the match 1-0. Back to serve. Diaz Betancourt. Eagles scrambling. Free ball here for the Lions. Bierman passes. Green sets. Willow Smith on the slide play. Blocked by Goad and Rui. On the far side, Radoszewski finds a cavity in the center of the Eagles' defense on their 450 square foot side of the floor. Nobody home in the middle. And with that Radoszewski kill, that knots the score here at 19 in the 2nd set. Timeout, Kevin Schmalzreid and Watterson. Get a good look at the huddle there. The Eagles around their first-year head coach. Next up for Watterson is a home match on Tuesday night against Grove City. We'll be here for that. We encourage you to come on down to 99 East Cook Road and support the team. The varsity match begins at 7. The JV begins at 5:30. We'll be here for the varsity match on Facebook Live. It's exciting to be back for another season of Bishop Watterson Athletics on BWSN. Last year, Bishop Watterson Athletics was radiant. 4 state championships claimed by the teams. Girls soccer, football, boys wrestling, and boys lacrosse. And that's a service error after the timeout, a big one on Valeria Diaz Betancourt. Point Watterson and a side out. Ashley Moreland to serve it. A gifted server at that. Ashley in the back row with Maddie Lane and Olivia Lane up front. Riley Goad, Molly Johnson, and Maeve Boyle. Eagles lead by 1. 20-19. And Maeve on 2! Oh! Dumping it over with zeal. Watterson with the point. They lead 21-19. Caught the Lions sleeping there. The defense not ready for dumping it over on 2. They're playing for 3rd contact. Here's Ashley to serve. Oh, just long. Ashley almost had a service ace, but just long. Point for Ursuline and a side out. It's 21-20 Watterson, leading by the slimmest of margins here in the 2nd set. And back to serve, Willow Smith. Drives one across. Maddie passes up. And again on 2, it's Maeve. Maeve Boyle, making her presence felt, the front row center out of the Clintonville area. She attended St. Brendan's. She's a student ambassador here at Watterson. Also an avid skier. And that last kill by Maeve puts Watterson in the lead, 22-20. Timeout on the floor. We want to thank Crawford Hoying, our presenting sponsor of Watterson Eagles Volleyball on BWSN. This is our 3rd season of bringing you Watterson Volleyball on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. It's our first on our YouTube Live channel. We're so excited for the new school year, which begins on Wednesday. The kids coming back from their summer break. Just an exciting time here at Watterson. Not just for sports, but for academics and other extracurricular activities like band, theater. A lot of clubs here at Watterson. A lot of these volleyball players participate in the clubs like the business club, the pickleball club, things like that. As we're back to live action, Ava Pickin, back center back there for the Eagles. Jillian Forrest out the block. Ashley tumbling, saves it on 3. Riley Go times her swing. Chance here. Green setting the middle. Forrest. There's Maddie. Eagles will have to play it over on 3 with a free ball off the mitts of Riley Goad. Jillian Forrest. What a dig! Oh, but it goes awry. Great effort, though, by Maddie Lane. That was a lot of velocity behind that shot in the middle by Jillian Forrest, who gets the kill. Valiant effort by Maddie, but a point for Ursuline. Eagles 22, Lions 21, set 2. Lions lead the match 1-0. Eagles have got to have this one. Back to service, Kelsey Green, the new setter. Ava Pickin pumps the set, but too low. Eagles have to scramble to get it over on 3 with Ashley. Kelsey Green sets the middle. Jillian blocked by Molly Johnson. Covered, though, by the Lions. Eagles with a good chance here. On 3, Iglesias. Kind of a finesse shot over the block there. Ursuline, though. Bierman on 3. Pierces the block. Eagles scrambling to hit it over. In trouble. They can't. The sustained point goes the way of Ursuline. And we are deadlocked at 22 in this highly competitive second set. Watterson jumped out to that early 6-2 lead, but unable to put more distance between them and the Lions. Here's a floating serve. Eagles have to scramble here. Iglesias flat-footed. Mistimed her swing, and she shanked it. 4 contacts. Point. And Ursuline has forged into the lead. It's very late here in the second set. Lions 23, your Eagles 22. And back to serve, Kelsey Green yet again. Kelsey Green, finesse serve. Charging up to play it is Ashley. Ava hits it over to Yana, who just clears the net. Free ball, Ursuline. Set by the libero to Anna Bierman off the block. Eagles there. They recycle. Big swing by Molly. Just tapped over by Bierman. Molly in the middle. What a sequence here by the teams at the net. And then Jillian Forrest with the easy pop-up puts it down. Do we have a violation on Ursuline? No. Point Ursuline. And it's the danger zone time for the Eagles here in set 2. Set point number 1 for Ursuline. They lead 24-22. Serving Green again. This time more velocity. Pickin setting near side. And it's put down by Iglesias. On the edge again. Yana making her presence felt. Layla Hoying checks in to serve. Again, Layla relegated to back row duty only with that left leg injury. Eagles down by a point. It's still set point for the Lions. Jillian Forrest in the middle. That one sails long! No touch. We're tied at 24. Got to win by 2 at this point. So the Eagles stave off 2 set points. They're down in the match 1-0. Layla Hoying, the senior. To Bierman, who passes. Green setting middle. Forrest. And Forrest off the mitts of Molly Johnson gets the kill. Jillian Forrest, ring it up. Side out and a big point for Ursuline. It'll be set point number 3 now for the Lions. Eagles must score here to continue the set. Madison Moyne in to serve off the bench. Moyne, a defensive specialist. Strokes it in play. That one eats up Ashley. Layla passes. Scrambling effort by Maddie to get it over. Free chance here for the Lions. Jillian Forrest. What a dig by Ava. Here's Layla. High in the air. And Yana plays it over. Good chance here for the Lions in system. Quick set. Jillian Forrest. Blocked! Woo! In your face! Molly Johnson. The stalwart in the middle with a black point. And more importantly, she knots the score at 25. As we're past regulation here in set 2. Molly Johnson. Big block there. She'll serve it. Smokes it across with a low trajectory serve. Anna Bierman. Blocked! Blocked! Kelsey Rui! Watterson forges back to the lead at 26-25. Boy, the Eagles middles of Rui and Johnson getting it done today. When Izzy Thomas graduated, that vacated a big spot in the middle. And Johnson, who did play regularly last year in the middle, along with Rui now, manning that position quite well. And Johnson, with her team up 26-25 at set point, knocks a service error in play. And we're tied at 26. Got to win by 2 at this juncture. Jillian Forrest to serve it for the Lions. Tied at 26. Layla passes to the front. Ava, reverse back set. A leaping Yana Iglesias whacks it into the antenna. That's a point for the Lions. It'll be their 4th set point here in set number 2. Already leading the match 1-0. 27-26. Eagles must score. It's imperative. Jillian Forrest ready. Crowd is hushed. That one a service error as she whacks it long. Big point for the Eagles. In to serve Olivia Lane. Maeve Boyle also into the match. Lane again. A deft server. 98% last year. Almost 99% really. This one is good. Green at the net. Setting. A fading shot over by Willow Smith. Maddie. Moyne digs in the back. Willow Smith. Dug by Olivia. Maeve setting near side. Maddie off the block. She rescues it. Popped up in the air by Ashley. And then the Eagles, a little miscommunication on the far side, hit it out. What a set, folks. The crowd is electric here. Gym is packed. Set point again for Ursuline. They lead 28-27. Eagles must score. Eagles just have to play it over. Maddie, free ball, but a little out of system, but now they try to get it back, and they can't. As tipping it into the net on the far pin, Valeria Diaz-Betancourt hitting air. And the Eagles, again, showing resilience. Fighting off another set point. That was the 5th time they did that. They've had one of their own here in the second set. We're tied at 28. Got to win by 2. Maddie Lane, sophomore, down the center of the floor. Reverse back set by Green. On the slide play is Smith. Doug. Riley Goad pushes it over. Ball pinballing. And it's going to be played over by Mackenzie Higgins, the libero. At the net. Big swing by Rui. Tap back down. Oh, what a point here by the teams. Prolonged. On the far side. Off the block. It's Valeria Diaz-Betancourt for Ursuline. And she propels the Lions again to set point. This is their 6th chance to win the set. It's the Lions 29, your Eagles 28. Lions serving with the aforementioned Valeria Diaz-Betancourt. Her first varsity match, she's acquitted herself quite well. Ashley passes, tough one, but tipped over by Maeve. Chance for Ursuline, back row attack, Bierman winds up, long! Eagles, for the 6th time, they stave off a set point. How about this one, folks? We've got overtime in set 2, tied at 29. Ashley Moreland takes her time, just clears the tape, scrambling out of system a bit. Ursuline, Ashley passes, Maeve hoisting the set near side. Riley dug in the back by the libero, tipped over by Riley. Ball pinballing around, dumped over on 2 by Maeve. Maeve Boyle, her 3rd kill. Dumping it over on 2. Watterson back to the lead, 30-29. Their 2nd set point here in set number 2. Ashley Moreland, the senior out of Dublin. And a service ice! Eagles! What a thriller in set 2. Bishop Watterson stared defeat in the face 6 times. They say no. Defiant. They win it 31-29. The set for Watterson there squares the match at 1 set apiece. Ursuline won set 1, 25-19, but Watterson with the ultimate retort in set 2, winning 31-29. Wow. Okay. Eagles volleyball presented today and all season long by Crawford Hoying, Address, a Crawford Hoying sales agency, is dedicated to buying and selling homes in Central Ohio. At Address, a skilled team of real estate agents and home experts do the work for each client, making the experience of selling or buying a home happen sooner with less stress by sharing unparalleled resources and diverse expertise. To learn more about Address, visit addresscrawfordhoying.com. That's addresscrawfordhoying.com. Thanks to the folks at Crawford Hoying, our presenting sponsor of Eagles Volleyball this season on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. So excited for this brand new school year. So many fantastic athletes we will present to you on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network on our new YouTube live channel. And we still have our Mixler channel for audio only. The school will let you know on its social media as to where you can find our events, and we'll make posts as well. But it should be a great year, and we're so excited to bring you our new video capabilities. And of course, we're just starting out. It's a little bit primitive, and we're going to make some adjustments as we go along, just like we did with the audio 2 years ago when we started this entire venture. But, I mean, we look forward to Watterson football coming up. The Eagles, Division III state champions. This will be the 70th season of Watterson football. And the Eagles take on Big Walnut this coming Friday, August 22nd. We'll have coverage starting at 6:30 Eastern Time on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. That will be a simulcast on our Mixler audio-only channel, along with the new video outlet we'll have, and we'll make an announcement on that link on social media where you can find it. All right, Bishop Watterson, what a thriller. After losing the first set 25-19, they come back and show lots of guts and intestinal fortitude and win 31-29 in set 2 to square the match at 1. JV earlier today won in thrilling fashion, 25-23 and 26-24. In the auxiliary gymnasium, the freshman match went the way of Ursuline 2-0. Well, what a way to debut for Kevin Schmalzreid, first-year head coach. A lot of fresh faces on the varsity for the Eagles this year. One of the mainstays back is Ashley Moreland, senior out of Dublin, who went to St. Bridget's. For the first time in a couple seasons playing without her older sisters. And you can see Ashley, big leader on this team. She was wearing the libero jersey, or the libero jersey earlier, but now that's Talayla Hoying. So we start the third set. The teams remain anchored to their respective sides of the floor. Eagles on the right, Lions on the left. Eagles starting out with Layla Hoying as the libero, Ashley Moreland, defensive specialist, Ava Picken, the setter, Maddie Lane, defensive specialist, Iglitas and Johnson in the front. Iglitas, the big swing as we're underway in set 3. Jillian Forrest tips it over, but there is Ava easily. Bump set by Layla, pushed over by Molly. And now Mackenzie Higgins with the set there. Eagles have it on their side. Tip over by Iglitas. Green setting far side. Block at the net. Good job by the Eagles. On the far side, it was Yana Iglitas along with Molly Johnson collaborating there on the far pin against Valeria Diaz-Betancourt. And a point for Bishop Watterson. That's how set 3 begins. 1-0 the Eagles. And Ashley Moreland will serve it up for Bishop Watterson. Mentioned that Kevin Schmalzreid had opted to at least begin the match today in a 5-2 system, wherein the setter back would be Ava Picken, and Maeve Boyle would be the front row setter. I think he's still in that system now, but he told me before the match, depending on how things go, that could change. He could switch to a 5-1 or a 6-2, but so far he's stuck with that 5-2. And we've seen Maeve Boyle in the front do damage for Bishop Watterson, not just hoisting those nice sets, but she has 3 dump overs today for kills on 2. Dumping it over on 2 for kills is a weapon that we saw the last couple years from Watterson setters quite a bit. couple years ago, it was Maya Iglesias in the front. And last year, Emma McLaurin in the 5-1 did it quite a bit. So we're about set for action. We had a little timeout on the floor there. Eagles 1, Lions nothing here in set 3. Matches square at 1 set apiece, and Ashley floats it over. Here's Green, the running set to the far side. Anna Bierman times her leap well, but she's blocked by the combination of Molly Johnson and Yana Iglesias. And then sailing one long for the back row swing, Diaz Betancourt. And the Eagles get a point on the hitting error by Diaz Betancourt. Watterson 2, Ursuline nothing here in set 3. Ashley Moreland, again, takes her time, this time from the right side of the service line. And that one barely clears the tape, but a tough chance. Eagles get a free ball. Maddie passes to the front. Ava timing her set well. Good, accurate set, but then that time, Yana tapping her chest saying, my fault. The miss hit on the far pin. Hitting error, that's a point, Ursuline. It's 1 serving 2 here. Into the fray to serve is Madison Moyne. Moyne served at 84.4% last year. In 33 sets played, she had 46 digs a season ago. Eagles will give them a free ball here. Anna Bierman passes. Kelsey Green setting. Jillian Forrest in rhythm. And she gets the kill. Nice effort by Layla, but Jillian Forrest, the middle hitter, converting. That's a point for the Lions. 2 in a row for Ursuline to knot the set at 2 in the infancy of set 3. It's Madison Moyne. Ashley passes to the front. Quick set there by Ava. Molly tapped it over. Ursuline at the net. Far pin. Blocked. Here comes contact 3. Eagles now with a chance. Quick set. Ava. Molly hammers it over, but they're defensively the Lions. Anna Bierman dug in the back by Ashley. Reverse back set. It's Yana going cross court. Dug in the back by Kelsey Green. Anna Bierman. And off the block, I believe. Yes. On the near edge, Anna Bierman racks up the kill. Violent swing there off the block. And 3 in a row for the visitors. Almost seems like it was so emotional in set 2 when the Watterson comes back to win 31-29. Now it seems like a little bit of an emotional letdown for the crowd, and hopefully they get it back here. Eagles have seen the Lions reel off 3 consecutive points. Jillian Forrest off the block of Molly Johnson. And Jillian Forrest pounds another kill in the middle. 4 in a row by Ursuline. And the Lions lead by 2. Doubling up the Eagles early on here in set 2 by a count of 4-2. Madison Moyne again to cue it in. Hammers it to the back. That one eats up Ashley Moreland. Eagles out of system. Yana from beyond the sideline. And Yana with the kill. Didn't look all that promising on third contact. The Eagles were scrambling. Yana was fading back beyond the side boundary, but she manages to right the ship with a cross-court winner. Eagles get a badly needed point. They're down 4-3. That breaks a string of 4 in a row by the Lions. And a flat-footed rollover by Mackenzie Higgins, the libero, for the back row. Eagles have it. Yana dug by Green. It goes askew. Anna Bierman rolls it over. Ashley passes. Ava sets. Tipped over by Yana. Blocked, but Yana plays it back. Maddie. Look at Maddie Lane. Boom shakalaka. The big kill on the near pin. Maddie Lane. Only a sophomore. Brings Watterson back to a tie at 4-4. We're in set number 3. The match is even at 1 set apiece. Molly Johnson to serve it, the senior. Sidewinder. Green setting. Jillian Forrest in rhythm. Eagles there defensively, though. Johnson bump set. Near pin. Joust. Maddie tips it over. Kelsey Green hoisting the set far side. A flat-footed shot by Valeria Diaz Betancourt. And she gets the kill. Eagles can't respond defensively there. Point for the Lions, who lead 5-4 here in the early part of set 3. It's Jillian Forrest, junior middle blocker. Hammers it. Layla passes. Ava setting near side. Maddie! Maddie! What an angle on that shot. Big swing, but she placed it well with an accurate shot down the near boundary. Nobody home in the back for Ursuline. They cheated up to the front. We're tied at 5. Beautiful kill by Maddie. And now here's her older sister, Olivia, to serve. Olivia, the Lewis Center native. And a service ace for Olivia Lane. That one dying in the center of the floor. Unable to dig was Madison Moyne, and a point Watterson. Eagles back in front here in the third set at 6-5. Olivia. Green setting, near side. Bierman dug by Ashley. Boyle pops up the set, and a swing, and that one out. Had to see if it was going to be touched, but no. Hitting air on the Eagles. We're tied at 6. Anna Bierman to serve. Anna Bierman against Watterson last year in the season opener had 6 kills, hit .333 for that match, which was a 4-set Ursuline win last year. And the Eagles get it back after a hitting error. They get a point as well. Watterson 7, Ursuline 6. It's Maddie Lane. Maddie hammers it, just clearing the tape. Line drive serve. Willow Smith, dug by Olivia Lane. Boyle sets near side. Played over by the Eagles. Moreland. Eagles scrambling. Ashley again attacking the net. And we have a whistle at the net and a violation on Watterson. I think one of the Eagles crossed the center line. That's a point for Ursuline. And a very competitive third set so far. Tied at 7. Ursuline did not trail in the first set. Went on to win 25-19. But Watterson, in a thrilling second set, won in overtime 31-29. Back set. And Kelsey Rui pounds one off the block on the far edge. Point Watterson. Eagles back in front. Rui with a big smile on her face as she checks out. Layla Hoying in to serve. Wearing that Libro jersey. Signified in cardinal. The rest of her teammates wear gold. Layla floats it across down the far seam of the floor. And Willow Smith, the sophomore middle hitter, cranking a kill, which deflected off Layla. Good effort by Layla, but unable to dig. That's a point for the Lions. We're tied at 8. And the aforesaid Willow Smith will serve. Sophomore out of Mason at 6 feet. Tri-State Elite is her club team down in the Cincinnati area. Here's Ashley off the block, covered by Layla. Eagles recycle here. Layla flat-footed, just tomahawks it over. Kelsey Green, the running set to the far side. And winding it up, El Hudepool, dug by Watterson. Ashley hitting on the near pin. Blocked. Eagles scramble. Push it over by Maeve. Scrambling are the Lions. And they just clear. Lunging after it is Olivia. Set in the middle by Maeve. Big swing by Molly. And a point Watterson. Great volleyball by the teams here. You would never know this is the first match of the season. They're playing so well. Going at it tooth and nail, too. As the Eagles get the point there, they reclaim the lead. 9-8. Eagles fell behind early this set. A little flat, but they've kind of resuscitated themselves. On the backslide, Forrest blocked! Ashley Moreland with Molly Johnson. Not sure who got most of that one, but that combo was on the near pin, and they deny the talented Jillian Forrest on her bread and butter play, that backslide. She can do it either to the near or far side, and that time elected to go to her weak side. She's a right-handed swing. And the Eagles block it there. They lead 10-8 after that block point. Jillian Forrest in the middle. This time, swats a kill. Not to be denied there, Jillian Forrest. Point Ursuline. They draw to within 1 at 10-9. Third set here. Kelsey Green fading back to serve for the Lions. Her club team is Elevation in her hometown of Mason. Green flat-footed. Floating one over. Dig on the overpass by Moreland. And then a thunderous kill on the near side by Bierman. Point for Ursuline. They've run off 2 in a row. They've knotted the set at 10 apiece. Matches square at 1 set apiece. In the season opener for both teams. Kelsey Green to serve. Flat-footed again. Finesse serve. Layla passes cleanly. Set near side Maeve, and then there's Yana! Thumping a kill! Violent swing results in a thunderous point for Bishop Watterson. And the score is 11-10. That kill by Iglesias puts the Eagles back in front here in set 3. About midway through the match, if it goes 5. And who's to think it wouldn't with the way these teams are going at it. A highly competitive contest from Bishop Watterson High School today. Ashley Moreland to serve. Senior with some velocity. Green setting. Middle front. Big swing by Hudepool. Eagles scrambling. Tip over by Maddie. Right back, though, by Forrest. Action at the net. Yana block. Look at Layla. Keep it alive. And then played over by Maddie Lane. Free ball. Kelsey Green. Quick set. Jillian Forrest. Yes. Bullseye for Jillian Forrest. Great point by the teams yet again. Nice rally there. But the point goes the way, unfortunately, to Ursuline. Tied at 11. In off the bench to serve, Madison Moyne. Eagles defensively out there with Maddie Lane, Molly Johnson, Yana Iglesias, Ashley Moreland, Layla Hoying, and Ava Pickin. Ava back set. Yana! Ring it up. That's that cross-court cut shot that time from her weak side on the far pin. Accurate shot by Yana. She's having a huge match. She propels Watterson back to the lead after that kill. 12-11 your score. Eagles. And serving Molly Johnson. Little out of system. Ursuline. Anna Bierman winds it up, but ball was touched, they say. That one looked like it was hit long by Bierman, but our R1 and R2 both said the Eagles block tipped it. So that's a kill for Bierman, point for Ursuline. And the score is 13-11. No, check that. 12-11. Now it's 13-11. I'm not sure. The score has been changing here a couple times. Now it's 12-12. That's right. 12-12 now. And the serve by Jillian Forrest sails just long past the end line. Service error. Side out and a point, Bishop Watterson. Eagles with a couple changes. Let's reset the lineup. In the serve is Olivia Lane. Joined in the back by Ashley Moreland and Layla Hoying. Up front we have Maddie Lane, Maeve Boyle, and Kelsey Rui. Green, back set. Willow Smith, the swing off the block. What a save by Layla! Oh! Eagles keep it alive with Layla. On three, though. It's Willow Smith finding a vacancy in the back row on the Watterson side of the floor. And a kill for Willow Smith, the sophomore middle hitter. Second generation player at Ursuline. Again, Willow Smith's mother was on the 1993 state title team, which topped Piqua in 2 sets that year. Was 2 out of 3 that year. And, Maddie cranking one up near edge, but that one hit just long. That's a point for the guests of Ursuline. They take the lead back 14-13 here in set 3 with the match square at 1 set apiece. Hannah Bierman serves it. Good pass to the front by Layla. Maeve setting cross court and tipped over. The finesse kill from Maddie Lane. Point Watterson. We're square at 14 here in the 3rd set. And it's Maddie Lane out of Lewis Center, who likes to cook, shop, and play pickleball in her leisure time. Maddie down the far seam of the floor. Pass to the front. Swinging there. Diaz Betancourt, dug by Watterson. Ashley Moreland attacking on the near edge. And Ashley drilling one long past the baseline. And a point for Ursuline. The Lions in this seesaw affair here in set 3 have retaken the lead at 15-14. Now serving is Valeria Diaz Betancourt, outside hitter. Looks like she's rotating all 6 spots today, and there she hits the top of the tape and thuds down to the floor on her side for a service error. Eagles get a point the easy way. They'll take it. Layla back to serve. Layla wearing aqua shoes. Puts it in play. Now they're more teal, I would say. Nice looking shoes. And at the net. Joust there goes the way of Willow Smith, who with ferocity puts it down for the kill. And Willow Smith, right on cue, will go back to serve. That last kill by Willow puts her team in front by a count of 16-15. Here's Willow. To the back row, Ashley. Overpass. And action at the net. And they say it's out off Watterson. That's a point for Ursuline. So a service ace there for Willow. 17-15. Here in set 3. The pivotal set 3, if you will. Smith to serve again. She played her club volleyball at Tri-State Elite. Eagles scrambling here a bit. Ashley on three, just long, past the coffin corner. That's a point for Ursuline, and they expand the lead to 3, their biggest lead in a while here in set 3. Timeout on the floor, Watterson trying to stem the tide. Third set with the score, the Ursuline Lions 18, your Bishop Watterson Eagles 15. Allie Butcher's the head coach of Ursuline. She's a UA alum. In her 6th season guiding the team, her record coming in, 96 wins, 37 losses. She has 1 state championship to her credit. She guided the Lions to the 2022 Division I state championship. They won over Rocky River McCamp. And boy, oh boy, her JV team and freshman team supporting the varsity, they're going berserk on the near side, as you can hear. After the timeout, continuing to serve is Willow Smith, who's on a bit of a run here. Willow guides it in play, but that one travels long past the baseline. Good job on the Eagles' back row to let it go. Good discernment there. And that's a point for Watterson on the service error and a side out. 16 serving 18 here, and it's Ava Picken to do the honors. Ava, the senior, out of Worthington. Puts it in play. Green setting Forrest. Dig by the fading Picken. On three, Ashley hits it over. Green setting Forrest. And that one. Sharp angle kill. Hard velocity. No chance to dig. And that's a point off the kill for Jillian Forrest for the Lions. Ursuline 19. Your Watterson Eagles 16. Watterson a season ago, 21-8 overall. Won the CCL at 4-0. A season ago, the Lions were 21-7. They tied for the Girls Greater Catholic League title, their conference, at 6-2, along with Seton and St. Ursula. Layla hoisted in the air. Ashley blocked at the net. Eagles, though, recycle. Molly punches it over. Higgins, the libero sets. Eagles have it. Layla, the standing flat-footed clearance. Far side, Bierman winding up and gets the kill off Layla's mitts. Back row center. Big point for Ursuline. They get a little space here. They're up by 4. Their biggest lead of the set. It's Ursuline 20, Watterson 16. Match is square at 1 set apiece. And a timeout, Watterson. They cannot afford to fall further behind here. Hey folks, Address, a Crawford Hoying sales agency, is dedicated to buying and selling homes in Central Ohio. At Address, a skilled team of real estate agents and home experts do the work for each client, making the experience of selling or buying a home happen sooner with less stress by sharing unparalleled resources and diverse expertise. To learn more about Address, visit addresscrawfordhoying.com. Again, that's all together, addresscrawfordhoying.com. Paul Barnes here with you at the high school. Season opener. Starting our 2025-2026 BWSN season. I look out in the crowd on the far side in the seats. I see a lot of Watterson football players here supporting their classmates. Of course, a couple of the football players, Pete Iglesias and Michael Boyle, have younger sisters playing. Sophomores Yana Iglesias and Maeve Boyle. It's a family affair here at Watterson. Here's a set in the middle, and Molly Johnson blocked by Jillian Forrest. Forrest demonstrative after getting the block point in the middle for Ursuline. And that stretches the lead to 21-16, a fairly spacious lead here. And what was a tight third set has now become a 5-point bulge for the Lions. And serving is Kelsey Green, the setter. The sophomore puts it in play. Sprawling effort there by Ashley. On three, Yana off the block. Saved by Higgins in the back. Green setting, Bierman far side at the pin. Tooling the block. Eagles rescue it though with Boyle. Green setting, Forrest. And she finds the vacancy in the back row, coffin corner. Jillian Forrest, that accurate shot there, well placed. And they kill and a point for Ursuline. And Ursuline pulling away now up by a half dozen. 22-16 here in the third set. Match is tied at 1 set apiece. Kelsey Green finesse serve. Eagles play it. May Boyle. Ashley, flat-footed, plays it over on 3. Green setting the middle. Forrest off the block. Look at Layla tumbling to the floor. And then Yana Iglesias blocked. It's Jillian Forrest in combination with Bierman on the far pin, denying the swing there by Iglesias. That's a point for Ursuline. Ursuline on a run here. It's their biggest margin here in the third set. They lead by 7, 23-16. Setting near side. Yana winds it up. And a whistle and a violation on Watterson. Caitlin Ellenfield, the R2 on the floor, made the call right in front of the scorer's table. And that's a point Ursuline. And Ursuline has set point number 1. Up comfortably, 24-16. Kelsey Green puts it into play. Layla passes to the front. Tough pass. Eagles clear on 3. Free ball for the Lions. Green setting far side. Bierman timing her leap well. And that one just long. So the Eagles stave off match point number 1. They staved off 6 in the previous set to win it 31-29. Here they got a lot of work to do. Down 24-17. Ashley Moreland, who's been known to go on some service runs here, puts it in play. Forrest off the block, and that's it. Jillian Forrest with emphasis ends the third set in favor of Ursuline Academy. 25-17, the Lions take it, and they now lead the match 2-1. Last season, talked about how Watterson really finished with a flurry, winning 15 of their last 18 matches, 9 out of 10. How about that postseason run by Watterson, in which they went 6-1? Wins in succession in the postseason last year over Beechcroft, Mifflin, Marion Harding. They beat DeSales in the district final, which was played at Central Crossing High School, you might recall. Watterson went 3-0 against DeSales last year. That's always great when you're 3-0 against the Purple Ponies. Eagles then, what a magical time it was in the regionals in Licking County as they defeated Marietta on Halloween. And then Bloom Carroll, they avenged that tough regular season loss to the Bulldogs here at the high school, defeating the Bulldogs in the return match in the playoffs in the region final to go to the Final Four. They swept Bloom Carroll 3-0. And then, as we mentioned, they came to a close in 2024, losing to Ursuline Academy in the Dayton area in the state semifinal. Watterson just could not overcome poor hitting early in that match, as Ursuline won that semifinal over Watterson 3-0. The scores were 25-12, 25-18, 25-23. And if you're just tuning in, Watterson looking to make history here today. Not only are they trying to give head coach Kevin Schmalzreid his first victory as a high school varsity coach, but they're also trying to defeat Ursuline Academy for the first time ever. Watterson varsity, in the previous 14 matches against Ursuline, is winless, which is stunning, considering Watterson, in its storied history, has performed quite well against the powerhouse teams. They might not lead every all-time series, but they have been very competitive. But in this series, for whatever reason, Ursuline has had the better of it. We talked about the Lions' rich history with those 8 state championships, second most all-time. Their conference rival, Mount Notre Dame, leading with 10. Bishop Watterson has yet to win a state championship. They have made 3 Final Four appearances in the last 5 seasons, however. Trying to make it 4 out of 6 this year with the new head coach we talked about, Kevin Schmalzreid, his staff. Again, his assistants are Kaylee Fucci, who's a varsity assistant. She's a Pennsylvania native, just like Kevin Schmalzreid. The JV head coach, Kaden Murphy, who's off to a winning start today with a dramatic win in 2 sets over the Lions. And then Aubrey Geis is the freshman coach and a varsity assistant. Again, former coach Stephanie Griship, 8 seasons here at Watterson. Her record was stellar, 151-61. Those 7 district titles in a row through last year, and the 3 state Final Four appearances. Coach Griship was blessed with a lot of talent here at Watterson. Players like Sydney Taylor, Sydney Spears, Sophie Mangold, the Moreland twins, Ava Hoying. It goes on and on and on. Emma Cloran, Maya Iglesias, Layla Hoying, Callan Kasem, and there's many others. And this season's team, senior laden as well, but those seniors don't have a lot of experience outside of Layla Hoying and Molly Johnson. Now, Ava Picken played quite a bit at the beginning of last year as the setter back in place of Emma Cloran. And then Ava did a nice job in that Marietta match when Emma went down. It was seamless. And the Eagles start out the fourth set with a service ace by Maeve Boyle. Maeve, the front row setter in the 5-2 system today. That system could change throughout the year as we go on as Kevin Schmalzreid gets to know his team. But Maeve here in set 4 puts Watterson in front 1-0. Great start for the Eagles. They got to win this set to continue the match. Jillian Forrest blocked Molly Johnson. But there to recycle are the Lions, and off the block on the far pin, Elle Hudipole, the senior, gets the kill. Last season, Hudipole had 75 kills in 61 sets, and Hudipole gets the kill here for the initial point of set 4 for the Lions. We're tied at 1. Lions lead the match 2-1. And Kelsey Green hits it over. Nice sprawling effort by Layla to keep it alive. Jillian Forrest dug by Layla, but it goes astray. Unable to flag it down was Maddie Lane. A hard kill for Jillian Forrest. And that Forrest kill puts the Lions in front here in set 4, 2-1. And to serve again is Kelsey Green, who registered 20 sets last year as a freshman, had 52 assists when she subbed for Addie Franz, who's now departed. Bierman rolls it over. Layla passes. Back set to the far side by Boyle, and Yana Iglesias is blocked. Block point on the far pin by Bierman and Jillian Forrest. Point for the Lions. It's Ursuline 3, Watterson 2. We play best out of 5 sets in this match, and with Ursuline in front 2-1, it's imperative Watterson wins here or this match is over. Layla, tough pass to the front, flat-footed roll shot over by Maddie on 3. Green pumping the set, tipped over on the near pin by Hudipole. There's a big swing by Ashley, and Ashley on the near left edge. Cross court hammers a kill. Point Watterson. Tied at 3. Watterson fell in the first set 25-19. They outlast Ursuline in the second set, staving off 6 set points, winning 31-29. And then 25-17, Ursuline winning easily in set 3. And here Ursuline gets a point to go up 4-3. Again, you kind of wonder after that emotional roller coaster of the second set, Eagles were a little flat in that third set. An emotional letdown, which is human nature. Don't know what's going on in their minds, but that's how it seemed. It seemed like the crowd, too, which was energetic in that second set. The home crowd kind of was a little deflated in that third set. 4-2 the score. Madison Moyne to serve for Ursuline after that last point by the Lions. Maddie hammers it. Doug tipped over on 2 by Green, who deked the Eagles on the near edge. Eagles were preparing for a third contact, but Green, as Maeve Boyle did earlier, dumping it over on 2 for the kill and the point. Biggest lead of set number 4 for Ursuline at 5-2. It's Madison Moyne. Low trajectory, hard velocity serve. And Yana, far pin, pounds a kill off the block. Yana Iglesias, 6'1", sophomore, outside hitter, converts for Bishop Watterson. It's 5-2. Now 5-3. Eagles down by 2. Molly Johnson, the senior, to serve. Carries to the back row. Higgins. And Ashley. Eagles scrambling, won't get there. Molly Johnson, an effort near the door, but couldn't flag it down. And the Lions, after the kill by Valeria Diaz-Bentencor, lead 6-3. So the Eagles got a home in here. They're down by 3. It is early in set 4, but they can't fall further behind. Mackenzie Higgins, the libero, 5'8" senior out of Mason, Ohio. Hits the top of the tape. It carries over. Yana on 3! Buries a kill! Yana Iglesias cashes in. She'll come out This is defense for offense on the substitution for Kevin Schmalzreid as Olivia Lane saunters in to serve. Her team is down by 2. It's 4 serving 6. Olivia, as she always does, puts it in play down the far seam of the floor. And Willow Smith finds the coffin corner near side. Accurate shot there. She buries it. No one home for Watterson. Big point for the Lions, who now lead 7-4 in the 4th set. Ursuline Academy leads the match 2-1. Watterson must win this set to continue the match. Layla passes. Maeve, quick set. Pounding it is Rui. But there the Lions. Diaz Betancourt clears it. Maddie, undaunted by the block, tries to pierce it, and she can't. Whistle at the net, 4 contacts on Watterson. Ursuline gets it. Another point. They're doubling up the Eagles here early on in set 4 by a count of 8-4. Anna Bierman, the senior, to serve it for Ursuline. Maddie passes. Maeve, return, feed. Maddie, yes! Bring it up. Maddie Lane on the near pin, the sophomore at 5'6". Showing her athletic prowess there with a big swing. And she puts it down for the kill. Point Eagles. It's 5 serving 8, and it's Maddie Lane. Maddie down the center of the floor. Across and good. Diaz Betancourt. Layla. Maddie. Cross court. Ashley. Big wind up. Doug. Willow Smith hits it over. Eagles have it. 3rd contact. Ashley. Bierman pumps it up in the air. Moyne to the far side. Diaz Betancourt hits it over. Swatted right back by Maeve. Jousts at the net. Ball pinballing, and it's Watterson's point. A protracted point goes the way of the Cardinal Red and Vegas Gold. Point Watterson. Eagles draw to within 2. They trail 8-6 here in the 4th set with Maddie Lane in her service routine. Bouncing the ball at her waist. She's ready. Hammers it. Ball high in the air. Green setting far side. Diaz Betancourt blocked. It pinballs around and on the far side. May Boyle in conjunction with Ella's Rui's sister, Kelsey. Ella, the older Rui, graduated. She played basketball here. Kelsey Rui, her younger sister, is a junior. As mentioned before, the only junior on the team. Maddie Lane, service error. She says, it's my fault. Good effort, but didn't clear the tape. Point on the service error to the Lions. It's 9-7 in favor of Ursuline Academy. They lead the match 2-1. Valeria Diaz Betancourt to serve. Layla, good dig, passes. Maeve, reverse back set. Rui off the block! It's Kelsey Rui. A star on JV last year. Her first varsity season. In her spare time, she enjoys cleaning, shopping, and going on walks. Not a lot of people enjoy cleaning. Look at Layla! Oh! Service ace on the finesse rainbow, which dies just in front of the 10-foot line in the middle of the floor. Eagles get a big point. We're deadlocked at 9 here in the 4th set. Layla again. This time more velocity. Green sets the middle. And there's Willow Smith, the sophomore middle hitter, converts as she pounds a kill down the heart of the floor. Point for Ursuline. Lions forge back to the lead, 10-9. And back to serve is Willow Smith. And Willow Smith with a service error. The flag goes up. Good discernment by the Eagles back row to let that one just drift long. Point for the Eagles. We're tied at 10. Watterson gets a side out. Maeve Boyle to serve it. Southpaw strikes it in play down the far boundary. Jillian Forrest off the feed from Green. Blocked. Covered, though, by Ursuline. They recycle. Boyle pops it in the air. Bump set by Layla. Yana. Dug in the back. Overpass. Jousts at the net. Battle. Eagles control. Yana again. Dug in the back by Diaz Betancourt. Jillian Forrest just pushes it over. Here's Layla. Bump set. Far pin. Yana. And that hit the antenna. Out. Point for the Lions. Good rally there by the teams. Excellent volleyball we're seeing. Most of these girls coming off their club seasons, you can tell that they're in tune, despite this being the first varsity high school game, as the lead is now 11-10 for Ursuline after that point. Lions serve it, and then tumbling to the floor. Ashley Moreland just hit it with her left fist. And a service receipt error. That's a point on the service ace for Ursuline. And serving again, Kelsey Green, the sophomore setter out of Mason, Ohio at 5'8". Ashley passes. Maeve pumps the set near side. And blocked. Yana at the net. Eagles, though, undaunted. Ashley, dug by Higgins. Green, reverse back set. Flying through the air. Beautiful. Eagles scrambling. Layla restores order. Hit over on 3 by Iglesias. Near side it comes. El Beautiful gets the kill. Layla Hoying thought it was tipped. She looked exasperated as she fell to the floor. But a point for Ursuline. And they go up by 3 now at 13-10 here in set number 4. And sensing his team needs to break the momentum by Ursuline, Kevin Schmalzreid elects to take a timeout. A timeout on the floor. If you're just joining us, welcome to Watterson Volleyball, our maiden voyage of the 2025 season on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. Also our first telecast, our first live stream on our YouTube live channel. So pleased to have you along. My name is Paul Barnes. This is the first of 14 planned regular season matches we will cover here on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. We'll also bring you the playoffs this year. Match number 1 of the season, match number 1 of the Kevin Schmalzreid era. And we're in the 4th set with Ursuline Academy leading the match 2-1. Ursuline took set 1, 25-19. Eagles replied in set 2, winning 31-29. And in the 3rd set, it was Ursuline 25-17. Here in the 4th set, Ursuline serving. They lead by 3. And it's Kelsey Green again, continuing her excursion at the service line. Joust at the net. And that's going to go the way of Ursuline. One of the Eagles was in the net. In the front, Molly Johnson there with Maeve Boyle, but that's a point for Ursuline. And now Ursuline and head coach Allie Butcher, who's up off the bench, imparting some wisdom to her team. They're up by 4. Kelsey Green again. Eagles got to get a side out here and a point. Yana. Dug by Higgins. Easily. Bierman times her leap. Off the block as she punctures the block there of Molly Johnson and Yana Iglesias. So Bierman, the senior, pounding it off the 2 sophomores on the far side. Or, excuse me, Johnson's a senior with Iglesias, the sophomore. But another point for Ursuline. Kelsey Green continues her service sequence. And oh my goodness, Lady Luck was on her side on that serve. It hit the tape, redirected down to the floor. Eagles could not rescue it. A service ace the lucky way. And a point for Ursuline. Watterson forced to take another timeout. Things are slipping away. Timeout on the floor. The score, Ursuline 16, your Watterson Eagles 10. Eagles down in the match 2-1. Next up for Watterson, a home date with Grove City on Tuesday night. Ursuline players are pumped up. So Grove City's next up for Watterson. Non-conference match with the Greyhounds here at the high school at 7 o'clock. We'll be on hand for the varsity match. Eagles then will take on Olentangy Berlin a week from Tuesday. That's August 26th, another home match. So 3 straight home matches for the Eagles to start the year. Their first road match is at Pickerington North on Thursday, September 4th. After the timeout, the Lions continue with Kelsey Green serving. They're up by 6. Green setting here in the middle. Forrest pushes it over. Here's Layla on 2. Bump set to the middle. And Yana blocked. Eagles recycle. A fading Ashley Moreland on the outside. On the near edge. Hits it into the antenna, which is out of bounds. Kevin Schmalzreid wants a quick word from our R2 here. And a point for Ursuline. They're on a big run here. I think 8 in a row. Lions 17. Eagles 10. Again, Kelsey Green on a huge run here for Ursuline. Yana. Dug by Higgins. What a defensive play by Higgins. Rolled over on 3. Maddie passes. Maeve sets. A charging Ashley Moreland denied at the net. And another point for Ursuline. Eagles just cannot stop the bleeding here. Lions pulling away, leading 18-10 here in the 4th set. They lead the match 2-1. Come on, Eagles. Let's get a point here. Kelsey Green again. This time down the far boundary. Maeve Boyle pumps up the set. And there to convert is Yana Iglesias, the outside hitter. Yana also on the track team at Watterson converts there. A badly needed point for Watterson. The Eagles still with that pointer down by 7, 18-11. Here's Ashley Moreland. Ashley, the youngest of 4 sisters, gets the service ace. Ashley doing what she did last year for the Eagles from the service line. She tied for the team lead with 52 aces a season ago with McKenna Glenn. Ashley has 3 older sisters. Amelia, the oldest, is at High Point on the track team. And Chloe and Macy, the twins, freshmen in college this year. And then there's Ashley. And at the net, Jillian Forrest gets the point for Ursuline. Jillian Forrest, what a force in the middle for the Lions. Exerting her will today. And she propels the Lions to a 7-point advantage at 19-12 here in the 4th set. Again, the Eagles must win this set to continue the match. They would send it to a decisive 5th set if they come back and rally here. Yana! Oh! Thunderous kill from the far pin. Boy, Yana's got such a fluid swing. As Layla checks out, Molly Johnson will serve. Molly joined by Ashley Moreland, Maeve Boyle, Kelsey Rui, Maddie Lane, and Yana Iglesias. Jillian, hammers that one up Molly Johnson. Molly having a kind of a smile about it, but Jillian Forrest, another huge kill on a violent swing. Point for the Lions. It's 20 serving 13. Higgins, the libero, puts it in play. At the net, a joust, and it doesn't go the way of Kelsey Rui that time. Point for the Lions. Lions with a spacious lead here at 21-13. Higgins, service error. Mackenzie Higgins, the senior libero out of Mason, a 95% server. A rare miscue there leads to a Watterson point. Eagles down 21-14 in set number 4. Trailing the match 2-1. It's Olivia Lane. Rainbow serve. Quick set by Green. Tipped over. Finesse by Willow Smith. Off-speed changeup shot there. Finds a crevice in front of the 10-foot line on the Watterson side of the court. And a point for the Lions. Lions can feel it now. They're up 22-14. Leading the match 2-1. And Caitlin Crable checks in. Junior setter who backs up Kelsey Green. Crable, a 5'8" junior out of Mason. Her first action in the match. And that service error drifts wide. Kevin Schmalzreid picks up the ball. Flings it over to Maddie Lane. Maddie back to serve. Point Eagles on the service error. Watterson with work to do. Down 22-15 in set 4. Maddie serves across and good. Far side. Valeria Diaz-Betancourt, cross court. Eagles have it on 3. Ashley blocked and in. Anna Rajavarma there for Ursuline. And Ursuline draws to within 2 points of winning the match. On that kill there, it's 23-15. Back to serve is Valeria Diaz-Betancourt. Sidewinding serve carries to Kelsey Rui. Maeve Boyle setting cross court near side. Tipped over by Ashley. Higgins bump set. Rajavarma with the kill down the near boundary. Anne-Marie Rajavarma, sophomore, who's really seeing her first action in the match. The last few points, gets a kill there. And it's match point number 1 for the Lions, who lead it 24-15. Back to serve again is Valeria Diaz-Betancourt. Maddie Lane. No margin for error for the Eagles here. They have to score a bunch of points in a row to keep the match going. Set in the middle, and a kill. Willow Smith ends the match. Eagles kind of faded after that emotional second set. They fall in set 4, 25-15. And hence, they succumb in the match 3-1. New season's underway. Unfortunately, Ursuline stays perfect against Watterson all time. Now 15-0. But hey, the Kevin Schmalzreid era is underway. Lots of things to develop here. Again, he's just getting to know his team. And this team looks like they're poised for another big year. They fall today, though. 3-1. We'll let you know we want to thank Crawford Hoying, our presenting sponsor. We have 13 more matches in the regular season to bring you. Our next one is coming up on Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. We'll hit the air beforehand at about 6:50 with our pre-match show. The Eagles hosting Grove City. Now be sure to go to our YouTube channel for content. Not only are we going to upload today's match on a recording, you'll be able to see it again, but we have an interview with head coach Kevin Schmalzreid, his kind of introductory interview to us at the Bishop Watterson Sports Network. We'll load that up as well. You can check that out. It's about a 13-minute feature-length interview. We hope you enjoy that. But stay with us all season long for Eagles volleyball. And one more time, we got to remind you that Crawford Hoying, our presenting sponsor. Don't forget Address. Crawford Hoying, a sales agency there. Address is dedicated to buying and selling homes in Central Ohio. At Address, they have a skilled team of real estate agents and home experts to do the work for each client, making the experience of buying or selling a home happen sooner with less stress by sharing unparalleled resources and diverse expertise. To learn more about Address, visit addresscrawfordhoying.com. That's addresscrawfordhoying.com. Eagles fall in the first match of the season, the first match of the Kevin Schmalzreid era. They're back in action on Tuesday, as we said. I'm Paul Barnes. Once again, our final today in the match. It was 3-1, Ursuline Academy winning. Again, the set scores, Ursuline winning set 1, 25-19. It was Watterson prevailing in set 2, 31-29. But then Ursuline wins the final two sets by counts of 25-17 and 25-15 to win the match 3-1. Now from the high school in Columbus, I'm Paul Barnes. Thanks so long. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. You've been watching Bishop Watterson Girls Volleyball on the Bishop Watterson Sports Network on YouTube Live. Good afternoon.